Hi everybody, welcome back. This is the Careers Queen, and I just want to do a really quick video because I've been speaking to lots of you who've picked up GCSE results who are a little bit concerned, obviously with the sort of changing system and the new numbering system rather than letter grades. Lots of you are sort of expressing concern, and lots of parents I think are expressing concern about what to do in terms of job applications, what to put on CVs and things like that. I would just say really quickly, just don't worry about it, just list it as you would have done before. So you do your list of your subjects, your list of your grades, and include your numbers rather than the letters, next to sort of those that do have the numbers. For those, in terms of education, so either schools or colleges or universities, they're all really aware of the fact that there has been this big change in the way GCSEs are being done now and how they're being graded and things like that. So they will completely understand that numbering system. They won't sort of question it or anything like that. For a lot of employers who are working with young people, so maybe running a lot of apprenticeships or school leaver programmes and things like that, they also should certainly be aware of it as well. And even for those who aren't, I think they are soon going to become aware, and they're going to have to get their heads around kind of this new system and what it actually means. What you might like to do, if you are particularly worried, address it in your covering letter. So for every job application that you do, you should have your CV, which should be tailored particularly for that job. So you should have your standard CV that you kind of tweak a bit if they're talking about particular things that they're interested in you doing for this role and you've got a little bit of experience in that. And obviously that doesn't have to come from work, that can come from things that you've done. You know, if they're talking about working as part of a team, you could talk about a project where you've worked with other people in your class at school or something like that. So you tweak it to the job, and then you do a nice covering letter where it's nice and formal, dear sir, madam, and then sort of say I'm applying for this position. And then as part of your covering letter, if you are really concerned about them not really understanding your new grades and things like that, feel free to explain it a bit. Talk about kind of with the changing system, you've now got these grades. It's actually a really good opportunity for those of you who've done it this year. You have really been used as the guinea pigs for this. So the fact that you've got through it, you've done those new qualifications where your teachers probably weren't able to guide you quite as much as they would have done had they got more experience in it. This is all great stuff for when you're applying for jobs and things like that. So you can kind of mention the fact that you've done this new system and that this is the grade that you've got. You can even sort of say this is kind of the equivalent to, because it's not as simple as saying, oh yeah, a 4 is a C. It's not quite that simple, but it kind of equates to those sorts of things. So you can talk a little bit about that as well. And like I say, address it in your covering letter. And also it's an opportunity to talk about it at the interview if you are really worried. But like I say, I wouldn't be too concerned. You know, education is going to understand it. Employers will probably understand it either now or they will do soon. And also they're going to be looking at a lot more than just your qualifications, so don't worry about that. They're going to be looking at more about you as a person and your ability to do the job and your skills and your experiences and things like that. And I'll certainly be doing a video more about that shortly, but that just helps hopefully address any of those concerns over the new GCSE system. Okay, till next time, bye.